Steady.
Okay, this is a FTP test, a ramp test on Zwift. I'm just doing this more for fun than I am for any kind of numbers or power outputs for Iceland. I think it would be nice to measure where my fitness is at the kind of more or less start of this project. And then just before we actually do the ride in June, I might do this one more time. But this ramp test is a famous one for being an incredibly easy beginning and then just gets thick and fast very quickly. So it's also a good method for me to kind of try and hone in on my skills, keep my head in the right place and just try and keep my head together for as long as I can. Okay, first one down. So they suggest keeping your RPM around 80 for the duration of this ride. If I've already said it, my Zwift power output right now is at 249. That was set in a just a ride condition, so it wasn't in a ramp test condition, so I expect it to be higher, but I'm not sure exactly where it will go. I really hope it will be around 300, but we'll see about that. Already sweating. Swift asked me, still doing fine? Question mark? You should. It says, this test will go from I'm fine to I'm toast pretty quick. And I've done this again recently. But I did an FTP test a few weeks back, but the conditions, I wasn't really warmed up for it and I hadn't properly eaten right before the actual test itself, so I didn't really consider it as a proper measurement of my performance, so this will be a nice way to actually test that. Okay, moving it down. I'm not even sure I started my heart rate for this. Okay. Still doing okay. It just feels like a normal ride for now. We're at 180 watts and we should just now enter into our next zone at 200 watts. I think I would right now consider my 200 watts as my normal day out pace. I think it's the one where I can actually hold it for a considerable amount of time. Enjoy the burn, but obviously not let it actually take control too much. because I mean I do enjoy the pain, but if I'm just going too hard, then it's obviously not an enjoyable training round. Coming up to the next zone. Really focus on keeping that breathing consistent. So, good piece of advice I got a few years ago is that you think cycling is predominantly a pushing of the leg sport, but due to being clipped in, you might forget that you actually have a lot of pulling power as well, and maybe giving your quads a break just for even 10 seconds, you can really just focus on just calf pulling, just for a moment, just to really try and let some of that lactic acid come out of those quads. It might just be the difference between 20 or 30 seconds on the end of your round test. Starting to come on a little bit now. I think it's going to start peaking very soon. We're at average on 240 watts now. You'll notice that my body position is very stiff and in the right place, not moving much. But as the power comes on, you'll notice that form will start to slip away slightly. The shoulders will start shrugging left to right. That's because your body's trying to find some extra power from other places. Your back being one strong element. And that's what you will see at most at the end of ramp tests, is that people tend to really start swaying into each pedal stroke. Come on now. Mind's starting to ask questions now. Why the fuck are you doing this? Stop. All that kind of stuff. It's a natural reaction. You can feel the power going back on again. You should be entering 300 watts now. Try and calm my breathing down. through hard stuff than this. Starting to look for some good memories in my head. Keep my mind positive. Starting to bite. Ah. 320 watts now. Oh fuck, it's coming on. It's going a bit lower to try and get a bit more elastic energy.
You got this. Come on, push through. Keep going. Steady.
Oh God. Come on.
You can do this, come on. Push.
Come on. Oh fuck. Whoa, that just comes on so hard. Oh God. I said, well done, this is not an easy test. Oh God. Oh God. Wow. That was really, just comes out of nowhere. You're thinking to yourself, I got this, another one, another minute. And then it just really just takes everything. Your heart rate is like, feels like it's gonna come out of your chest. And feels like you can't get any more oxygen into your lungs. They say there is a huge mental component to fitness as well. Yeah, it's like water is wet, right? Nice, I think that was a good test. It looks like it said that the FTP was 269, so I went up by 20 watts. It wasn't the 300 I was hoping for, but as I said, that was the target for when I get to Iceland. But it's nice to know where the fitness is at right now. I'll do another one of these maybe in 2 months and see how my training's going and see how things are improving, because they ultimately will. You put in the time and you'll get the results. Goose.
Nej, inte kört. Nej, inte kört. Jag törstar någonting.
Oh shit! All right.